Hello, today is the shortest day of the year, the solstice, so I just want to show you what we've been doing the last 3 months. Major thing is building this cob bench next to the pizza house. We basically had to clear the shade house that was here, made a foundation with rocks on the bottom, built up some framework, used up a lot of rocks, which was great. So we got lots of rocks from the terraces. So it's a lot of rocks underneath, and then it's cobbed over. Cob is made of straw, sand and clay. We use quite a large percentage of clay, that's why it's cracked quite a lot. We've put holes in lots of places so that we can fill them with soil and grow plants. And what I've been doing here is doing a bit of a trial with the lime plaster. So it's got cactus gel in it with lime and sand and a bit of water. And so that's been on there now for about a week to see if it will harden up and not crack too much. And then we will do it's looking quite good, so if that's good then I'll go ahead and mix it up and do one or two, probably two coats. First coat like that, quite thick and basic, and then a second smoothing coat, hopefully a finishing coat, maybe even a third coat if it really needs it. I'm hoping not to, but I might have to build a roof over it, but I'm hoping if I can do a good job with the plaster, it can be an outdoor plastered cob bench without needing to have a roof. If I do a roof, I will put some transparent sheets on the roof so that the light can come in, so that the plants underneath can still grow. We want to have vines coming over this archway to give shade, and we'll have wires from these poles going all the way across as well, so we can get vines to grow, basically shade the whole thing in the middle of summer. The other thing I've been doing is at the back here, I've been kind of renovating some of the gardens, where I am basically adding more rocks, weeding, taking grass out, pruning things. I've added back char here, so this will be covered with newspaper and then with wood mulch, and I'll show you so at the back door I've built up some of these rock walls. There were just rocks piled up on each other, but we found that every time we put water on the plants here, the water just mostly runs off. So we built these up a bit higher and then backfilled them. We made them a little bit wider, and then we backfilled them. So this will sit here until springtime, when things will start growing and we'll plant into them. I've made up a mix of coffee grounds, sawdust, rock dust, and worm castings, and I basically make up a soil with that and then backfill, and we'll probably add a bit of compost on the top. I put char and wood at the bottom to hold the moisture, and yeah, I'm quite happy how it's turned out. It'll give us a bit more growing space close to the back door, deeper soil with more organic material in the soil, and hopefully a bit of a barrier to hold the water for longer. So when we do water, it soaks in and stays there. So yeah, that's pretty much the two things we've been working on in the last 3 months, other than normal maintenance. And I'll go and show you the greenhouse and see what's growing there. This is one more little area that I've built up and watered the rocks in as well. Also at the back door. Well, in the last 3 months it hasn't really rained much. We got a little bit of rain, and because it's so dry, we've been focusing all our growing time on in the greenhouse here. We can get the bore water to come to here, so we've got good soil in here and it's a bit warmer. So things are growing quite nicely in here, and most of the other circles outside we're just leaving fallow, let them rest. We don't really have the water. There's some veggies out there, but it's mainly in here. And I'm starting to do some cuttings. Got the comfrey growing, and I just got some seeds from a friend today. And when I was at the friend's house, we calculated how much rain we'd had this year, and it was about 110 to 120 mils, and that's nearly the first 6 months of the year.